What's up, guys? Primetime coming at you guys with a movie review, and today we're doing Monster Squad.
Monster Squad.
I wrote a few notes down here, and I just want to say, you know what? Actually, let's just get into it. This starts off with a intro, a Ted's Crawl. Ted's Crawl is okay. Then we get an intro to Woods, and we get an intro. And I just want to say, this intro was long. It wasn't just long, it was long. Okay? It was about a good 5-10 minutes with just intros, just them in the wood, just the woods. Okay, but anyways, you know, we got Dracula's introduction. They have pilots on the plane or something. And he's on the plane, but he's, you know, in his you know what, Dracula in the casket or whatever. So, you know, he turns into the bat, and you know, turns into the bat, and then somehow gets off the plane. You know, the intro is kind of still going on, even though there was no dialogue in that little segment, and it still makes me go, "What is going on so far?" It's like, okay. Then this portal's open. This portal opens and kidnap a little girl. For what reason? I don't know. They kind of don't explain it or go back to it at all. But just know that a little girl got kidnapped. That's all you gotta know. Then we get this cliche about monsters aren't real because these boys in this class are drawing monsters instead of paying attention. So he says, "Oh, monsters aren't real" and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. We get this cliche for a movie called The Monster Squad. You know, you kind of expect, you know. And then the school bullies dropped the faggot line. That's, you know, this movie came out in the 80s. If he dropped the faggot line, just see, you know, today he'll be, you know, just saying. And then they have the cliche scary house that they're scared of, but you know how that goes when they have a scary house in a scary movie. They either go to it or they end up being the house that they have to go to, something like that. We'll get to that. Anyways, this werewolf in this movie, once all he wanted to do was die, or wanted help. Like, even his introduction, he was like, I'm a werewolf, lock me up, because it's almost midnight, lock me up, I'm a werewolf. They didn't believe him, and he turned to a werewolf, and well, yeah, you know, beat him up. And then they shot him. He didn't die, but they shot him. You know. Anyways, you get the mummy's appearance. I guess the mummy was in this ancient place for 200 years, and he just got up and walked out. You waited 200 years to just get up and walk out? Could have just did that all the time, but okay. You get, this one was weird, because they got Dracula, the mummy, the werewolf, and they all just standing there. And then they all look over at the pond, and then it's this some kind of swamp monster. This swamp monster has a casket in the hand. He has Frankenstein in the casket. So, you know, they do the "it's alive, it's alive." They do all that kind of stuff. You know, then we skip to later in the movie, and you know, the boys have this the monster club or whatever. They have a pointless montage. Pointless montage because Dracula wants to get some kind of amulet, and he wants Frankenstein to go kill these kids so he can get the amulet. You know, it don't make sense why they want to kill the kids. You know, kind of don't make sense, because the kid has this book and he wants the book. That's why the kid has this book. And he wants the book. He wants the amulet and the book. So, you know, Frankenstein ends up befriending the kids, and you know, that's how that goes. He befriended the kids. About the second act, the third act, even the first act was okay, I can understand. Second and third act fell flat, in my opinion. It fell flat. I didn't know what was going on, but that's neither here or there. You know, they got Frankenstein on their, they got Frankenstein on the Kid Squad, and the monsters are really having nothing. The monsters really doing nothing. Like, really. I really don't know what's going on. Random people getting attacked. Like, I don't know what's going on. All they want is this amulet, and they're going everywhere where the amulet is not, even though they know exactly where the amulet is. I don't know. I literally had that 3 times in my notes. What is going on? Like 5 minutes later, what is going on? So yeah. But then you know, Dracula Dracula had this one boss scene. He came out beating all the cops. So like, not even beating them up. He was like, psh, 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 psh. He walking straight the whole time. He broke one dude's arm. Oh, he just grabbed it and did like that and broke the dude's arm. But yeah, Frankenstein helps the kids in the end, and he beats up Dracula, and Dracula ends up coming back. But you know, they get sucked into a portal, and you know, Dracula wants to kill the kid, so he brings the kid, and the kid ends up stabbing him in the chest with a steak knife, and he goes on to, you know, Frankenstein has to go on too because he's a monster. All the monsters go in the portal, whatever. So yeah, I will rate this a 3 out of 10. Yeah, 3 out of 10. Third act sucked. Second act was not good. First act was okay. Overall, I give it a 3. This was requested to me actually, but I do. Put your comments down below. Tell me what you like. Another one coming out tomorrow. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but stay tuned.